Hello everyone, my name is Nook and welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another video here on my channel. Today I want to talk about Fortnite Chapter 3 Season 4 and how essentially it's kind of like a, essentially like a Season 4 review, like the entirety thing. I mean, I'm gonna skip like a few subjects in the Fortnite because I already made a video about that. But in general, I just want to talk about essentially my opinion on Season 4 now. And without further ado, let's begin the talk about. And essentially, the first thing I want to kind of talk about is essentially the Battle Pass, and I'm just gonna be honest. Essentially, I think with essentially the Battle Pass at this time around, where we did actually got the Season 4, actually, I think that was better than Season 4, but then that's kind of objective thing to say. I mean, mainly because essentially I think like Spider-Man was like the main focus of this season, and the fact that actually just looked at the actual thing from the movie, so I didn't really want to spend back too much time talking about the Battle Pass, but I just thought I would just mention that, this Battle Pass was actually pretty good this time around. I mean, the Battle Pass are usually always good, but I just want to say that this specific one was actually pretty decent, I want to say. And the next thing I want to talk about is essentially the map changes. And you remember how I said that last time that I did review like Season 3 in Chapter, was like we're just getting like something always the same, where we'd be tilted town, or Caucas just being in that location actually has a chance to for essentially for us to get like three of multiple same things. Well, essentially in this game, essentially at the beginning the map changes look promising. The Chrome swinging around, changing the location, it looks promising, and plus some of the other locations are going up, and try to state and stuff of the Chrome. It looks promising. It was going somewhere. I feel like oh, the entire map is going to be in Chrome. Okay, that's going to be interesting, but it just didn't went down there. The Chrome did spread to locations, but at the beginning I felt like it was going at a certain pace. It was going somewhere, but then it decided I feel like a break from it, and then they returned out near the end to Chrome by some of the other locations. And I don't want to be that person who says essentially that this season for the map location was lazy, but let me just show you essentially a random picture of the map and try to tell me from what point in the Season 4 was this taken from. There were changes in the map, but I think they were just like very, very small, like maybe a few crumbs stuff down there, a few crumbs in the location, change the name, and that's about it for the change for the location. I mean, I was kind of when I saw that Chrome was actually taking over, I felt like maybe like he's going to take the entire map, like in Season 8 of Chapter 5, essentially the orange, so maybe that was going to take the full map, and since we actually didn't have Chrome, I was just like, okay, Silver, Chrome, it looks different, let's see how's it going to look on the entire map, but no, we just didn't get that. And I'm gonna be fair, I was kind of disappointed. When the season dropped, we got the trailer, and essentially, one of the locations which actually we got to see was Durburg, like the greasy grove was supposed to be like full in Chrome, and I was sort of expecting that okay, maybe that's what kind of location changes are going to change, like essentially everything's just going to be Chrome, like same thing, same shape, just Chrome, but we ultimately got something else, and as I said, it just felt so disappointing to me. It's gonna go to like one of the things I'm gonna say at the end or somewhere around this video, but it just felt rushed out. Like, I don't think they are planning to pull up this essentially Paradise and the whole Chrome thing this early, and I'm actually gonna say why essentially I feel this season was rushed with the talking about the live event. And live event, I know it's kind of hopping around the place, but essentially live event was, I feel like, so rushed. I mean, if you don't trust me, in the finals pretty much there was like something like not so much leak something, but just like there was something unfinished cutscene where essentially the mothership from the last VRs, from Season 7 was supposed to absorb the 0 point. And this, I think that just kind of speaks about the season, like essentially that it was just rushed out. That was just rushed out to be just like, okay, let's just get it over and done with, and let's go to the next chapter. And I mean, I've started to see some like views about it saying like, oh, essentially that this season was just like something to just push off for the next chapter, and I do have to say, yeah, I do start to see that now. I mean, the live event, as I said, we got stuff that were cut out from the live event, and we don't really know why they were cut out, but possibly for the time it's transmission, because it's just like, I'm not saying that it felt unfinished, but I think like if you actually like make an animation, you see like maybe there was something that were not done, so maybe that's why. And if you never ever noticed, stuff just rushing out. During this season, we got some like helipads, helipads essentially, where essentially we were supposed to get planes and possibly even helicopters, and we were like set to get them. As there was like some location with the planes, and we were like set to get like challenges for them, but no, they just were dropped off for the last minute, and we haven't seen them since. Like, I mean, we haven't seen them for a long time, but we were supposed to get them in Chapter 3, Season 4, and then we just didn't get them. Something happened ultimately where they had to just pull the rug, we're just like, but it is one of those videos like, they did something, supposed to put planes in the location, they get a specific location, but they just never add them. So that's also something which I was kind of unfinished. And honestly, but gameplay-wise, this was just a fun season to play as. It was absolutely fun. I actually did have fun. I got to level 200 relatively fast. I think like even like a month of just playing. I didn't purchase a single tier. But I just say like, if you got like talk about the content-wise we got, it just wasn't there. That just wasn't there. By the trailer, we were promised better, like, map changes. We didn't get that. By the helipads, we were also promised planes and maybe possibly even helicopters. We didn't get that. And the live event, we also, like, promised, so that was the connection with Herald and the last reality, and we didn't get that. I mean, the animation you got from essentially last reality, that's when they filed. Maybe there was even more stuff in the files, or maybe there were even more stuff actually also besides how together the lore-wise between the Herald and the last reality, and that we just didn't got. And as I say, as the theories I just talked about essentially why we got essentially pushed out to the next chapter so fast. That was essentially mainly because, well, the no build, and that's kind of like the map that was not designed for the no build. And part of me essentially seeing that season 4 chapter 3, maybe it's like because it felt like Ross, maybe that's why essentially they were just like, we need to push it out as fast as I can because the new map is ready for the zero build. But at the same time, Zero Build came out in Season 2 Chapter 3, and as far as I know, essentially they usually plan out like 1 or 2 seasons ahead. So when they were going to Chapter 3, they would have known that this is when they were going to pull out like the Zero Build. So I would think there would be some already prepared by that time for the Zero Build. They would be like testing stuff or something like, because they would know in advance they would be doing Zero Build at some point in that season. I mean at the beginning. So I feel like they would have actually planned ahead, but some people say that that map wasn't suited for Zero Build, which I mean I don't really take much notice of. I just play Zero Build. I just don't know. I guess I'm not the best person to talk about whether the map is suited for Zero Build. I just play it. But yeah, after seeing the season 4, I am strongly inclined to believe that maybe that's what happened. But the other big event that happened this year was like the Fortnightmares, and I don't want to really talk about it because I've already made a video about it. So if you do want to hear me talk about Fortnightmares, you can just click in the down description because I already made a video talking about that. But in a long story short, yeah, I felt that this was also like pretty rushed out, like pretty lazy. I mean, I didn't feel that it was rushed out, but I said that they had just done bare minimum with it, and I wasn't really too happy about it. So I'm hoping that what we get in Chapter 4, I'm hoping that the rushing out of this season, the Season 4, Chapter 3, was worth it. And I'm hoping that Chapter 4 is going to be great, because alternatively, the reason which this was rushed out is for Chapter 4. So Chapter 4 must be good. To essentially pay off the big payoff for what happened. It's like Season 4, Chapter 3. I get so confused to saying that, but anyway. What do you guys think about it? Do you think that it was rushed out? Do you think that it was perfectly done? Let me know if you below. But anyway, I'm going to be heading out, guys, and I'll see you all in next time. Peace.